So as part of my project, I have decided to make an interaction interface or design type of authorship and interaction. And I am going to go through the whole process and journey on how I have done this. So here we go and take a trip. In a world like mine and others who develop their understanding in different ways, I want everyone to feel the inclusivity of conversation in any shape or form, meaning if words are not always supportive, let pictures and the actions of gestures guide you through this journey. So there are two sections I'm going to go through. One way we could communicate through signs and pictograms and communicate through colors and the way symbols and colors change depending on the perspectives and how we perceive things. So, symbols can express different outcomes depending on how you perceive the image. So, in one way, people would automatically think this is a prayer symbol. In reality, we could make the elusive design and turn this into a high five because two hands are joined together. So it makes sense to do something like that. But again, we could also perceive it as the praying symbol. So there are many different ways people can view this. Try and make you think a little bit outside the box. I could go on to the blue colour and it gives you a little description for each colour, what it represents and what people could directly think of a colour when they first see it in first hand. So for example, the colour blue represents both the sky and the sea, which is associated with open spaces. I'm going to let the rest of the audience read it in their spare time and you can pause the video if you want to do so. So I've done some representation of the gender sign, which is a male, which is the human figure form of the male gender. I can change the colour and change the figure, and now you may think it's a female. And now we have got the stereotypical design of a female associated with its colour, pink. And again with its symbol. So I'm just manipulating the symbol and the icon. Or may I say the index and the icon. Or the symbol and the icon, may I say, not the index, my mistake. I can also turn this into hearts, which in most ways, femininity also represents through colours like that. And I can just click again, just to take you back onto the description. Now I can take you onto green. I haven't done a direct example from it because you lot may get the point. As again to the yellow, feel free to pause the video. Now onto the colour red, which is associated with heat, activity, passion, anger and love and joy. This is your bell, but this could be perceived as anything. Why may the bell be red? It could simplify danger, emergency, alerts. I can change the colour into yellow and it can give more of a exciting, more charming alert now with more of a ecstatic feel instead of it just being dangerous and scary and horrifying. I can also change the colour red into the fire symbol, which also represents its dominant colour. Other things that could be dominated with red is the stop sign. Another thing that could be associated with the colour red is the blood. Also, I say a red droplet, which also represents blood from a cut. I can also manipulate that and turn it into just a basic Colors can also control the emotion of an environmental object. So, it can now turn blue to represent water. And then I can do that again. Use the fire. And now we can just solve a problem. How do you take a fire out? If I click the center, we have been able to transfer some conversation with a picture where the answer to your problem would be use the fire extinguisher. So that's what I have. Let me go back. Let me try again one more time with the blood droplet. Some controls were not working properly, so I apologize. So now let's read this. Deconstructing a symbol into a different environment can also change the perspective and meaning of image. So I can now click to change the environment. Now the droplet is now connecting to the umbrella. Why is that? Maybe it's raining. It could be raining. It could signify rain. Makes more sense with it being water now. Or it could just be water coming out of a tap. And that's exactly my perspective of a piece of design. So thank you for all watching, and I hope you have all taken in some information now, and I hope I have helped you guys guide your way through a world without images.